I think it is only yesterday. Yeah, yesterday you also give lecture in our joint course with our partner in the Handong Global University. And as for today, we have our regular program. We call it as International Lecture Series, coordinated by Bulando, as I've mentioned earlier. And through this program, we would like to encourage our students not only to having the international exposure, but also a broader ideas on the global related issues. And for today, it's really great to have a topic on the sustainable urban design. I hope I have enough time to look forward to follow your presentation about AI in sustainable urban design. And also, Prof. Rina, I know you have been doing so many related research related to this issue, sustainable urban design. And I hope also not only for the external participants, but for our students, this could be a good opportunity, not only to have new knowledge or new insight, but also leads to new ideas when you need to do your final work. Yeah, once you come to the 7 or 8 semester, to have more, how to say, new ideas, yeah, followed by or based on the global issues that I think really important for you once you finish your study in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. So yeah, with that, I hope everybody can take the most benefit for the lecture series today. And thank you again for organizing this event, Bulandung and the team, and also for Prof. Rina and Bu Novia. Hand it over to our MC, Mbak Nimas. Have enjoyed the lecture and have a good discussion. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome you make, Prof. Iwi. And now is the main session. And I hand over this lecture to Ibu Novia as a moderator. Please welcome Bu Novia. The time is yours.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Mbak Nimas, for the opportunity. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, professor, and students. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Novia. I'm as a lecturer of Urban and Regional Planning Department, especially in Urban Design Laboratory. It is my great honor to welcome you all to today's International Lecturer Series. Yeah, our theme for this session, it is about sustainable urban design. And this topic, I think it is not only timely, but also essential as cities around the world continue to face rapid urbanization. Also about climate change and the urgent need for more livable and resilient environment. Through this lecturer, we aim to gain deeper insight into innovative strategies, design approach, and best practice that can guide us in creating cities that are not only efficient and inclusive, but also environmentally sustainable. And we are truly privileged to have us an invited speaker who will share their expertise and experience in this important field. Here we have Prof. Chun Hyun-jin. We can call Prof. Chun. He is a lecturer and professor in Nanjing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics in China. And also we have Ibu Prof. Rina Kurniati as host lecturer for our ILS today. She is lecturer and professor of Regional and Planning Department, Diponegoro University, Indonesia. I believe today's discussion will inspire us to rethinking how we design and shape our urban space for future generation. Today's our ILS will be divided into 3 sessions. Session 1, it is about 30 minutes. Prof. Chun will give the presentation. He will deliver material about AI technology for sustainable urban design. And the next session, it is about 30 minutes. Prof. Rina Kurniati will give presentation about the ecological significance of sustainable urban design. And the last session, it is around 45 minutes. We will have discussion and conclusion for our ILS today. Okay, first I will read about Prof. Chun's curriculum vitae. Please share screen about the Prof. Chun CV. Yeah, thank you. Prof. Hyun-jin, Chun Hyun-jin is a full professor of environmental design, especially in architecture landscape at the School of Art, Nanjing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics in China. He also served as a president of ACLA. ACLA is Asian Cultural Landscape Association, and vice president of the ASEAN Academy of Cultural, or AAC. He holds a PhD in landscape architecture from Seoul National University, South Korea, and completed double postdoctoral research in urban and rural planning and also landscape architecture at Southeast University, China. His academic background began with a bachelor in civil engineering from Konkuk University, South Korea. Prof. Chun also has published over 70 academic papers indexed in STI, Scopus, and AI, and author book including a study on the process of modernization of Busan in 2022. And his research interests focus on sustainable urban design, cultural landscape, AI-driven design, and innovative education methods. With extensive international teaching and research experience, I think Prof. Chun recognized as a leading scholar in environmental and cultural landscape studies. Okay, without further ado, please join me in warmly welcoming Prof. Chun as invited speaker of our ILS today. Please, Prof. Chun, you can start your material delivery.
Okay, and thank you so much. Invite me, and I just the presentation is my presentation. And please open my PPT, please. Okay, wait. Okay, thank you. And okay, so my name is Hyun-jin. I'm full professor in the Nanjing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics. Also, I'm president of the Asian Cultural Landscape Association. This is maybe last. Sorry, it's not this time the PPT. Maybe yesterday the PPT. And please, no, this one. Yeah, maybe PPT is wrong. Maybe please to the maybe it's yeah. Wait, the PPT is yesterday the PPT, and please open the today's PPT.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago material, Prof.
Yeah.
Technology, right?
Yeah.
Wait for a minute, Prof. Maybe the operator, you can help me to share a last material I'll send to Mas Imam. Please check. I'm so sorry for this inconvenience.
Yeah, it's no problem.
4 minutes. no, Mas, it is sustainable urban design utilizing AI technology.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Thank you so much. So, so today I just talk about, yeah. Yeah, today I just talk about the sustainable urban design utilize AI technologies. My name is Hyun-jin. I'm president of Asian Cultural Landscape Association because I just research about cultural landscape. So how can I say? And so it's we are sustainable the development or sustainable the urban design. Usually we think about some environment, the ecological the perspective. But today I just talk about some sustainable. There are many type of sustainable. Maybe cultural sustainable or economical sustainable or kind of ecological sustainable. So we are as an urban designer or as a landscape architecture or urban planner, and we need there are many perspectives, not only to the ecological the perspective. So I just talk about some cultural perspective and how can we develop the sustainable development or sustainable urban design to AI generation. Okay, next page, please. Open the next page. Next page. So now the AI generation, there are the everything's the change. The now is we can say the first industrial revolution, but first industrial revolution, second industrial revolution is the change the speed, not so fast. But now it's so much. Every day is a change. Every year's change, and then maybe it's everyone to use AI to they feel it's totally changed. So because it's the second industrial revolution is very it takes 50 years or like it's 60, 70 years. But it's the first industrial revolution. Maybe it's in the future, maybe and 10 and 20 years. It totally will change. But in this situation, how can we do that? And how can we do the designer? How can we do that? This is a very serious problem. And also, I'm teacher. Also, I'm professor. And my generation and now student generation is totally different. So when they student to be the working in the company or working in the society, and how can what kind of things to teach them they can to adopt a new AI generation, AI the atmosphere. This is very important. So we should think about the teaching method to how can we teach to students. This is very important things. Okay, next page, please. Next page. So AI is everything the change, medical, medicine, traffic, also it's military and also the change. Also nowadays education is also changed a lot. But everybody thinks urban design. Urban design is very creative things. So people think it's very difficult to change. But even though it's urban design, it's to use AI in nowadays it's gonna be changed. And then how can we do that? Yeah, it's very serious problem. Next page. So in this situation, maybe it's a job and also everything replaces the AI in the future. And even urban designer, maybe the AI is sometimes AI is better than human being. And then also we think about how can we is also educate also our sustainable urban designer to do that. They should be is some of part is better than AI. The kind of ability is important. So maybe it's not only human being do that kind of things to the this is very important to the we can understand the urban designer to the yeah please next page. Yeah, this is look very complex the machine in the airplane. They in the future before they will very long time to calculate like physics and mathematics, and they really take a human being to calculate. Maybe it's maybe 1 month or at least 2-3 weeks. Next page. Next page. And but AI do the design. There are several hundred the type of design to the maybe just to the 5 minutes and 10 minutes to make like this. Next page. So this is a kind of is your painting. Painting is also even though it's AI to do that. So this is painting is some AI to make this product. And nowadays in US in some painter shop to sell this kind of painting, there is worth already 7,000 or 10,000 USD to sell in American the painting market. On next page. So it's my professor. He graduated when I was a student in Seoul National University. My professor he graduated the University of Pennsylvania, United States. And that time he just hand urban design or the urban the planning and the architecture landscape design. They just hand drawing the design by human. So it really takes so long time, but they just hand drawing. So it's my generation. I just and now it's my generation to use CAD or Photoshop or kind of things to drawing to computer aided design. But in your generation, the student generation, maybe it's now already we are kind of generative design to use the computer to together, AI together, we can make it so easy to make something. But maybe 20, 30 years later, maybe the AI can make creative things to make something to make some design. So in this situation, and then maybe it's the design worker is not so sustainable in that point of. If some people want to be sustainable urban designer, they have some another ability to improve to the better than AI. This is very important. So also many teachers is very confused. How can we teach the student? This is also a very important issue to the we make a sustainable the urban designer. The how can make and this kind of a sustainable is also very important. Oh, next page. So this is look at this and just hand drawing. We make some the AI to make some material, the price and everything. There is AI to do that. Next page. And this bag also is just even though just a hand drawing and they make some everything color and kind of things. So and like this. Next page. Next page. Next page. So even architecture in now before we are just the urban designers to architecture do that architect in urban design very important element, but it's now AI the design the simple design or kind of things very easy to use the program to make us kind of things already they like this. So it's we how can we do the kind of our ability to adapt in this situation. Okay, next page. So, so I just explained in this situation, we should important things is about what is the AI cannot do that because it's AI don't understand the human the emotion or human the culture and human the habit is very difficult to AI understand because human beings like emotion is very the just very difficult to the AI understand. But AI maybe ecological problem. For example, is some ecological scientifically. It's maybe they can many database to analyze to get it. But we the AI is cannot understand human the emotion. It's kind of cultural things. It's a kind of habit. What is the design of the people uncomfortable? This they people don't understand AI, don't understand human being. This is maybe we are very important. So it's why I just Indonesia is very important. Indonesia is, there are many ethnic groups, many nationality. There are many diverse culture. So it's a culture, and it's very important to sustainable the development to except AI, because ecological the sustainable urban design, because AI, there are many database, they can do that, but it's kind of human being the culture, human being the emotion. It's maybe very AI cannot replacement. So it's I just focus kind of just the cultural things is more important. So now I'm just kind of some in the Malang. Malang is because it's I'm Asian, and I'm Korean. Korean, maybe if some design for the Indonesian, maybe we should understand Indonesian the culture and kind of emotion, the people's residents, what they need. This is important. So now I'm some one of project to the. I just explained to you that in Malang, I just have the established some school to the some design. In this university to the we have some urban design department, and we can have some to make some sustainable some the kind of program, because it's nowadays we need to change the program, something like that. Next page. Next page. So it's this is some our program, and then because it's Malang, it's also very diversity in the place, and then also there are many religion. Most of Hindu, the Muslim, but they have a Christian and Catholic, Hindu, Buddhism. So also they have so much so diversity, kind of their own some culture, kind of Japanese the in culture, and then there are many languages in there. Next page. Next page. So it's a population, and also social structure. It's a very diversity. So maybe, and because it's in you think about it in the future, maybe if you just design something, some other country, because it's nowadays AI development, or there are many communication. So if you want to some design something to the not only customer is Indonesian, maybe you are Indonesian, but your customer probably in Chinese or Korean or Chinese some place, and you design. You should have there the users the sustainable, because it's a kind of a cultural sustainable development, or how can they do, and they should consider their people's what they want, or what they culture, what they habit, what they emotion. This is important, because it's every people is different. Every the residence different, but this is very difficult to AI to replacement, because it's a human emotion kind of things. So in the future, our abilities kind of is more important for sustainable development. Next page. So it's a kind of a therapeutic condition like this. Oh, next page. And therapy is kind of in this area. So it's I just design something. Next page. Yeah, it's also climate. It's also one of the important element to the analysis. Next page. Yeah, it's also soil and vegetation and something like this. Next page. Yeah, it's also the hydrology characteristic of a campus or surrounding area. Next page. Yeah, also, and when you design something, maybe it's more cultural, sustainable, because it's the people to use this area. They should be comfortable. The comfortable and more they can, because it's cultural diversity is very important. Not always say we are sustainable. It's biodiversity. Biodiversity maybe is biodiversity. We can live because there are many biodiversity, and then people is more easy to survive. But it's also it's cultural diversity, and people can more easy survive. For example, now it's climate change, right? Climate change. But in Indonesia, maybe several thousand years to endure kind of a hot weather. But in Korean, maybe it's different situation. But since nowadays Korea also very hot because of climate change. And how can we sustainable development? And this is if we have a cultural diversity, we can adopt in Indonesian the very several thousand culture to adopt to Korea, and then we can endure some kind of climate change. And then it's kind of one of the sustainable the development to because it's a different the climate and change. So maybe it's a cultural diversity is also very important issue to sustainable urban design. So I just explained to the kind of things. So when I was in design in the Indonesia, also we should consider about Indonesia the culture. So it's very important to the adopt. Next page. Yeah, also it's maybe sustainable development. We can have some renewable energy, and then maybe we can should consider about how can to renewable energy to the kind of solar energy adapt to the to design. Next page. Yeah, also, well, and maybe you guys are more understanding the Indonesian culture, but I just explained to the just when we design something, we should have their people's culture things and emotion or their habit to the consider to the design. Maybe user more to use, and then maybe we can protect their culture, and then we are more sustainable development. Next page. Yeah, cultural symbol and like this, and their place is culture and protect. And next page. Yeah, also color and maybe what kind of color too. Next page. Yeah, and then maybe it's just design and maybe it's usual and also Korean people together and then maybe I just have some my plan is build some architecture and then urban design to in the Indonesia, but we should have consider about sustainable development. So uh, okay. Yeah. Okay, please open my PPT. Yeah, some problem.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Maybe my team will share again your presentation. Wait for a minute, Prof. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay, let's start again, Prof.
Okay, next page. Yeah. Yeah, next page. Next, 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 next. Okay. So it's also I just have some in Korean because it's I just have a real project because it's Korean people to use this area to make some school in Indonesia. So maybe Korean people and just Indonesian people to consider their emotion or their culture and together and I combine two culture and I have some design. This is more sustainable to user people. People we consider a cultural kind of a diversity, something like this. Next page. Yeah, next page. Next page. Next page. This is Korean style, and then we are just consider about their own the culture in Indonesia, and then also I can adopt is this project. The project owner is Korean person, so Korean the culture together we can have some make us the concept. Next page. 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 Yeah, so it's and maybe I just kind of the style to the in make us the in Indonesia to kind of style. Next page. This kind of possible because it's I just have some plan to the some the AI generation. We should consider about the people's emotion because it's AI do everything replacement. So we also some because I just plan to the some make some school. So how can we teach student because we should consider about teachers the ability, people's ability to kind of more sustainable to how can student most sustainable the development, and then we more focus about the project-based learning or kind of things. So I just adopted this new education method to do that. Yeah, like this, and then just to design like this. Next, the next page. Next page. Next page. And joining next page. Next page. Yeah, this is elevation view. Next page. So it's a kind of a Korean style, and then maybe Korean, and then also Indonesian in their culture together, and then to AI generation, we prepare some more consider about cultural things, cultural landscape, and then maybe it's sustainable the development for cultural diversity. Yeah. Next page. Yeah. So it's, I just want to think nowadays AI generation is we very knowledge is important, but it's knowledge things is everything replaces the AI. So we are make some creative. The imagination is more important. So how can develop the student to improve their imagination? This is very cute, very important to sustainable urban design, the class in university. So maybe it's also teachers think about how can to make a student more creative things. So the ecological or many things to can replace in AI. AI can get many data. They can themselves to analysis, but they cannot replace some human the emotion, the kind of love or happiness, sad kind of things that they cannot AI cannot replace. So it's our education is more the sustainable development to also in the future student is very difficult to get a job because it's their AI ability, AI the technology. So we should to teach students to the kind of more imagination, and so in my opinion, in the future, say imagination is more important than knowledge. This is Albert Einstein say. So this is my my last the suggestion. Okay, thank you so much. And just yeah, but it's maybe yeah, it's this lecture is. I hope you guys is so more helpful to think about the AI generation. Thank you so much. Yeah, finish. Next page. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So thank you. Okay.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
Prof,
Okay.
for your presentation about sustainable urban design utilizing AI technology. I think your lecture has opened our eyes to how artificial intelligence or AI is reshaping not only industries like transportation, agriculture, and manufacturing, but also the way we think about designing our cities. What is especially inspiring is how you connected advanced AI concepts such as generative design and smart system with practical challenges in local contexts like Malang City. Yeah, and I think this presentation reminds us that sustainable urban design is not only about preserving ecological balance, but also about embracing innovation to create cities that are more adaptive, efficient, and livable. The integration of technology with culture, climate, and local identity offers valuable insight for Indonesia and many other cities facing rapid change. I believe your presentation, Prof. Chun, will give important reflection in our discussion session today, how AI can support a more sustainable and human-centered urban future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
I,
thank you.
okay, Prof. I think you can stay here because we will have a next session from Prof. Rina Kurniati, Prof.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, now we enter the next session. Here we will get material from Ibu Prof. Rina Kurniati, our host lecturer today. She will give material about ecological significance of sustainable urban design. First, I will read about Prof. Rina CV. Maybe from operator, you can help me to share Ibu Rina CV. Yeah, thank you very much. Prof. Dr. Rina Kurniati is a senior lecturer in Department of Urban and Regional Planning, especially in Urban Design Laboratory of Diponegoro University from 1992. She earned her doctorate in Architecture and Urbanism, Masters in Urban and Regional Planning, and Bachelor degree in Architecture from Diponegoro University. Her expertise covers sustainable urban design, such climate-sensitive planning and coastal resilience. She has authored several academic books, including Urban Kampung as a tourist destination and in 2022, and then climate-sensitive urban design in urban public space in 2022, and textbook of sustainable urban design in 2021. Prof. Rina has led multiple research projects funded by national and international grants, focusing on climate change adaptation, coastal community resilience, urban kampung sustainability, and also about heritage conservation in Semarang coastal area. Okay, now we enter the material from Prof. Rina. Are you ready, Prof. Rina?
Okay, Mbak Novia.
Okay, Prof, the time is yours.
Share from my computer or in? Okay. Okay, thank you, Mbak Novia as moderator. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Thank you to all participants who join in IELS today. Hello, Prof. Chun. Nice to meet you again. Last year, we also attend the ICUDEP in Diponegoro University. Hopefully, there will be even more collaboration in the future. Amen. On this occasion, I will discuss about ecological significance in sustainable urban design. Next. Maybe we know ecological is anything related to ecology, which is the study of the relationship between living organisms and their environment. Why ecological significance in sustainable urban design is important? Nah, ecological significance urban design involves modifying the natural environment. The quality of the built environment will be important and will have implication for the natural environment. And urban design is largely concerned with the quality of the built environment, which is vital for preserving nature and the natural environment. Next. Okay, from this diagram, we can see the position of urban design. Urban design blend architecture, landscape architecture, and urban planning together to make urban areas functional and attractive. What is urban design? Urban design is about making connection between people and place, movement, and urban form, nature, and the bird fabric. Urban design draws together the many strands of placemaking, environmental stewardship, social equity, and economic viability into the creative of places with distinct beauty and identity. What is sustainable urban design? Sustainable urban design is to learn about low carbon cities and sustainable urban development. Compact, walkable, and transit-oriented development creates sustainable, healthy, and economically vibrant cities that deliver a high quality of life to residents. Next. Urban design creates green, sustainable place. Compact, walkable places are the most sustainable form of living. The combination of human-scale urbanism with uses and services, a range of housing options, extensive train system, and the ability to walk and bicycle as part of daily life make for sustainable green living and safe, clean, renewable energy, and through sustainable result. In the area of dwindling oil supplies and rising energy costs, the need for low energy lifestyles has never been greater. Designing away the need for car is the most important step in creating sustainable places. This has the triple effect of lowering our energy use, especially imported oil, reducing global warming emission, and raising our quality of life in cities by increasing mobility and convenience. Next. So base of urban design. Yeah. No. Before this. Nah. Base of urban design. Cities must be legible or legibility of city. Maybe if we read a book or paper, there will definitely be a point that we will always remember. So, like this, the city must be legible. Sustainable cities provide articulation of local wisdom. So, 3 point base of urban design: legibility of city, sustainable cities, articulation of local wisdom. Next. Sustainability design and sustainability design. Next. Okay, sustainability, a concept that combines concern for the well-being of society with sustainable growth, environmental preservation, and socio-cultural development. And design, the designer embraces all stakeholders who transform the environment with creative inspiration. And sustainability design is the conception and realization of environmentally sensitive, responsible expression as part of dynamic change and development. Next. Urban design principle. Next. Urban design principle make the place of people utilized by the community. It must be safe, comfortable, diverse, and attractive. A living space that provides opportunities for various communities to meet and carry out outdoor activities. Enrich the existing, enriching the current condition by considering 1. Place identity. an image that allows the community to recognize a certain place or area. 2. Local character, a representation of identity that shows compliance with applicable rules or standards. 3. Historic areas, conservation including preservation, rehabilitation, revitalization, and improvement. And 4. Social activities. And 5. Economic activities. Next. Make connection must support urban movement through circulation, which can shape, direct, and control pattern of activities and urban development. 2. Parking, which has an impact on environmental quality. And 3. Services, areas or roads that support other activities. And 4. Public transportation. And in landscape, providing and managing outdoor facilities, open green space, vegetation, landscaping, roof gardens, vertical gardens, and landscape element consist of hardscape and softscapes. Next, make use and form. Nah, makes land use within building function. This means providing various land function with different supporting activities within one area. Along with other facilities and services, land function must also be connected to residential areas. Next. So we can discuss about the lively, safe, sustainable, and healthy city. Next. Concept of lively city. Life in city space is a self-reinforcing process. Something happens because something happens. We can see the picture. A lively place is not about large crowds, but about the sense of activity and presence. So in the next picture, we can see lifeless spaces, often result from oversized plaza or desert design where nothing invites people to stay. Next. Design principle of lively city, compact roads and modest spaces, concentrate life instead of scattering it. Maybe you can see the picture. Venice is a classic example. Yeah? Few but important spaces with short logical connection. And a good city mixed walking, staying, and recreation, creating a balanced rhythm of activity. You can see walking, staying, and recreation. So edge and ground floors, the edge where city meets building is crucial for vitality. Transparent facades, many doors, and small units create rhythm and variation every few seconds. And studies show 7 times more activity in front of active open edge compared to closed facades. Porches, tubes, and front gardens invite people to linger and connect. Next. Concept of safe city. People must feel safe to use public space. Safety is both real and perceived. The prison of life in the street creates natural surveillance or eyes on the street. The next picture, fear comes not only from crime, but also from dangerous traffic and car dominance. Next. A traffic principle for safe city. The decades of prioritizing cars have narrow sidewalks and push bike into unsafe condition. Safer design means pedestrian priority streets, slow traffic, and protected bike lanes. In Venice, the shift from fast to slow traffic happen at the city limit, not the doorstep. A model for people-focused mobility. Next. And safe city crime prevention principles, street with housing and mixed use are safer as activities continue day and night. From lighting, open facades, and street level housing strengthen both safety and trust. And clear transition between public, semi-public, and private zones help people feel secure. In contrast, gated communities in lifeless facades create fear and disconnection. Next, concept of sustainable cities face climate challenge from CO2 emissions, fossil fuel use, and pollution. Transport is a key culprit, but also the great opportunity for change. Walking and biking use minimal resources, reduce emission, and save space in the city. Next. And sustainable city design principle apply land can move 5 times more people than a car land and setback even more when car same as 10 bikes energy use 60 acre. A car use a lot more space than bikes. Public transport and good city space must work together to support sustainable mobility. Next. Concept of healthy city. Sedentary city life has led to rising obesity and health problems. Cities should make walking and biking a natural part of daily routines. Maybe for this who are still overweight, you can try this. Then will be no obesity or other health problems. Health also includes mental well-being, supported by social contact and time outdoors. Next. And healthy city design principle. Staying activities like sitting or chatting last much longer and make up 18.9 of street life. Squares that combine movement with opportunities to stay 10 until 13 times more active, and green and accessible public space invite both exercise and relaxation. A healthy city works as a social teams where daily life itself provides movement. Next, integrated vision. Liveliness, safety, sustainability, and health are not separate goals but deeply connected. More walking and biking create safer streets, reduce emission, and promote better health. At the heart of it all is human scale design, edges, details, and inviting public spaces. City life never happens by accident. It is always the result of careful planning. Next, urban design make life better for all. Urban design practice areas range in scale from small public space or street to neighborhood, citywide system, or whole region. Urban design in the region, city and town, neighborhood in district and corridor, the block in street and building. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Rina Kurniati, for the presentation. I think about the ecological sustainable urban design, yeah, it will, I think, about this perspective, like use ecological and human-centered dimension of urban design, and how sustainable cities will make we like a lively, safe, healthy, and resilience also. And it is shaped not only by infrastructure, right, Prof, but also by cultural identity, social interaction, and ecological balance. Yeah, I think we end the second session about the material presentation from Prof. Rina, and we move to last session. It will about discussion and conclusion. I think it is about 45 minutes. Yeah, please from our students in conference room and from B105, you can maybe raise your hand and you can give your name and class maybe, and what is the for whom your question, yeah. Okay, maybe I will give two people or two students to ask the question, but from Prof. Rina and from Prof. Chun material.
Okay, thank you, Bu Novia, for the class studio room.
Okay, what's your name, Mas?
Okay, okay. So thank you for the time, Bu Novia and Prof. Rina. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Andra. I'm from group of B3, class B. So I want to ask a question about our study area in studio. So basically in our group's study area is where agriculture activity is dominated. But the newest regulation named RDTR or RDTR suggests that our study area is now functioning as a green industrial development and green agricultural. So talk about the AI utilization in sustainable urban design. How can AI itself plays role in facilitating collaboration and communities between urban designer, local communities, and industrial stakeholders to ensure environmentally sustainable urban development? That's from me, I think. Thank you.
Okay, I think we move to next question first, yeah, Mas Andra. Thank you very much for your question. For whom? For Prof. Chun, Mas Andra.
I think from Prof. Chun it's okay, but from Prof. Nina, it's okay.
So, okay. Thank you very much. Next question, maybe from online. Online participant. Okay, there are no question. Okay, from offline class, maybe from conference room here. A and C class. Okay, please stand up.
Good afternoon for Professor Chun and another lectures in the meet. My name is Muhammad Farid Nugroho. I'm from group C1, Kecamatan Tonjong. My question is for Professor Chun. You told us that we can use the AI, we can probably using it for designing urban design, designing the environmental landscapes. So it's probably going to be correlated to ecological sustainability, as Miss Rina said, something like that. The thing is, I have a question that, assuming that you're the president of ACLA and the vice president of ACC, I'm assuming that there and a lot of places you have probably many projects in different regions. You told us that we can use the AI to automate design and reducing the probably process of the designing. Is there any examples or have you ever creating the design, and is there any projects that have you ever using AI to create any projects with design with the AI and it's successful? Is there any examples? And also probably what is the tools like for us students, probably an advanced tools, probably department can give us some subscription or some tools to probably a little bit of advanced software that we can use. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mas Faridin, for the question. Maybe I will give some for the question. From Andra, he asked about how to engage AI in detail plan and how AI will engage with a community and also government to make a detailed plan in maybe district area. And from Mas Faridin, he asked about how AI work for urban design in another country. Maybe Prof. Chun or maybe Prof. Chun, yeah, especially you can give example from your project in many country or abroad. And he wants to you give some suggestion for tools for students learn more about software in urban design, maybe such as NVMed or another software, yeah. Because in our department, we also learn about AutoCAD and SketchUp for make design or site plan, yeah, for our subject. I think maybe Mas Faridin wants to know more software we can learn more for a student like this. Okay, maybe Prof. Chun or Prof. Rina, you can answer the question maybe.
Okay, I just answered kind of the situation. So it's certainly we AI some can use so many design. So nowadays my class or our project, usually we are hand drawing the concept design to hand drawing, but in maybe CAD to kind of the mass plan. But usually we are just perspective image or bird eye view. It's kind of AI because it's just even though some student or some designer can be the AI the standard, but now the AI is very nice, and even some good designer cannot compare the AI the kind of standard because AI they are very so every year they develop so fast. So maybe it's in university, maybe in my when I was student, also I just study in the 3D Max, SketchUp, the Photoshop. But really sorry about I don't know. But maybe in the future, maybe 3D Max or the Photoshop is no need in my opinion. That maybe every teacher is everybody is different the thinking. But maybe in your student, maybe 10 year, 20 year, when you design some company, maybe Photoshop or some kind of the 3D Max is no need. But it's most important thing. What it is, you just have your idea, the kind of concept design. What kind of concept? This is more important. But it's most important is what this, because the AI, they have many database, and database, and they make a pattern to give there some suggestions on their kind of concept. But AI is really don't know exactly the people's the emotion or habit and kind of things they cannot exactly understand. So our some designer, we should understand human being, human what they need. This is important. So we are more, because AI maybe kind of scientific way, there are many database to analyze to get some result, and they have give some suggestion the concept design. But it's maybe every people is different different feeling. So even Indonesian person and Korean person and Japanese person is habit and culture is different. The emotion different, and man and woman is different. So this is very difficult to AI can do that. But if we just a perspective image or bird eye view, very easy to the AI do that. Maybe it's some student, maybe just bachelor student. If you use yourself to the cat or the Photoshop or SketchUp, maybe cannot compare AI. So now maybe some student ChatGPT or many program. So, but in my class, I say to the student, they can use, but nowadays, what is important in your situation, in urban design, the urban area, there are many problems, there are many problems. But this problem, this problem is in the AI don't know. He can solving problem. But what is problem, he don't know. So the student or some designer, they find problem urban area, and then they solving problem to AI to do. What is problem is most important. So I just suggest a student, you should go to many city to visit. Every city is different problem, and different problem, and you can suggestion the different way, because you are Indonesian point of view to the maybe the Indonesian, maybe if you stay in Indonesian, everything is very natural. You don't know it is problem or not. But if you go to the in other country, the city, you can figure out this is problem is. So maybe I explain to the student, I just persuade the student, you should go to the many travel to different urban city and find different problem. And how can they problem? The solving problem, maybe so the exactly perspective image kind of things, maybe AI better than you guys. But what is problem is, this is more, you are is better than AI. And then also people understand human being. It's because if the machine cannot understand human, the emotion, but people understand people. This is more important. So you can communication ability. So it's more, you meet is some people, for example, you design some area. This area is people some emotion. You understand people, what they need, what they feeling. This kind of things, ability is in the future is more important to be the urban designer. This is in my opinion. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for a great answer. Yeah. Give some explanation and example for AI technology for urban design. I think maybe in Indonesia we try to use BIM or CIM. It is like building information modeling and city information modeling. In the city information modeling, I think it is like managing real-time urban operation. Yeah, you can maybe forecast or give more visualization about your urban planning. And BIM, building information modeling, is such for how to we create a green building, saving the energy. We can make a modeling for it to give more how to, what is it, continuous using for building to engage with environmental aspect. But I think in Indonesia it is not maybe not too much maybe city use these tools maybe just for a research project or research perspective, but I think if it is implementation in our country, I think it is very good urban design AI like this or urban planning AI like this. Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Chun. Maybe we move to next question from Mas Andra. Maybe Prof. Rina, you want to ask about.
Okay, thank you, Bu Novia. Thank you, Andra, for your question. Your question about the area agriculture in your project So urban design that considers the environment, landscape areas, the percentage of green open space, renewable energy use, water conservation, and the use of environmentally friendly materials, as example from Prof. Chun presentation, and urban design that makes user healthy, safe, and comfortable in sustainable manner. Maybe about the AI, Prof. Chun has probably already explained. Okay, Bu Novia.
Thank you very much, Prof. Rina. I think AI is maybe Prof. Chun meaning is how to visualize your urban design in more, what is it, aesthetic or more future context from your urban design, but just give your maybe like hand drawing or maybe your critical thinking for make what is it urban problem. I think identify urban problem. I think it is very important. So I just help us to give more, what is it, create visualization for urban design. Maybe like this, Prof. Chun and Prof. Rina.
Okay, and I give some. Can I say something?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, okay. It's very important. Now it's urban design the class, in my opinion. Maybe it's gonna be changed because it's only we have some design something. It's in the future maybe we can collaboration to AI. But nowadays, what is important? What is the problem is in urban design, urban area. So students they just find this problem and then they just thinking to solving problem to from the design. This is very important. So maybe it's in China nowadays we can have a design thinking. Design thinking the method. For example, we have a student group to some area. They just find some problem area because it's nowadays what is problem is important because it's so we should urban designers make us sustainable. We should have some find problem and then solving problem and kind of critical thinking. But this is design thinking the method. We can find problem and then because design we are designer, but we always to use design thinking because it's I've been to the in Stanford University and Stanford University in the design college, faculty of design, they just have some most important classes, design thinking the class. So there are even though it's some students urban design students, some students from the architecture, landscape architecture. So some students, another major, they make a group and then they just go to the in some urban area. For example, some slang or very big, they are a dangerous place, and they go there, and then they just talking with the residents, and then they just consider about people what they problem because it's they understand there are some residents understand their problem, and then they just discussion they find problem, and then we give some suggestion, some design concept or some give suggestion. This is a very important course in urban design in our university also as well. So maybe it's Diponegoro University, very top university. Maybe also it's design thinking the class to the adult student. And then because in my opinion, AI generation, most important thing is what is problem, not is solving problem. Solving problem maybe AI, maybe 10 years, 20 years. Maybe AI can do everything. But what is problem is AI cannot, because AI don't understand people. They don't have emotion. They just have so many database, and then they make some database to make some pattern to, and they analysis and they get result. So, but it's people's emotion. People, every country's emotion, the people's thinking and habit, the culture, and they favorite. It's totally different. So we just have a kind of some design thinking to the things to the student or the university to adopt kind of course, and this is very useful to prepare AI the generation. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Chun. I think it is very hot and great discussion, yeah, about the AI and tools for use in urban design. But yeah, as you know, and as we all know, if AI maybe it will recheck by maybe some communities, but I think it is wrong. Yeah, why? Because AI can help communities to maybe generate a multiple design option, such how AI can make a layout, land use pattern, or green space to give maybe some scenario for urban design and urban planning like this. So okay, thank you very much, Prof. Chun and Prof. Rina. We can move to next session about the discussion maybe. I will give opportunity for two students in here or participant, maybe from online. There have there are no question from online participation. Maybe from offline participant. Okay, maybe you can raise your hand from studio room and from conference room. Maybe from another class.
Sorry, Bu Novia.
Yes.
There is another question from studio room.
There is no? Oh,
Another
okay.
question.
Okay, oh, other question. Yeah, from?
Studio room.
Okay, please.
Okay, hello. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Sekar. I'm from the class of D. So I want to ask for Professor Rina and also Professor Chun. So at the beginning of Professor Chun presentation, there's a statement that human design is creative, time or energy consuming, and expensive. But when it comes to creating ecologically significant urban design, is the best time humans to spend the time to understanding local environments and working with communities actually important for how good ecological outcomes, and how do we balance the AI efficiency with the ecological benefits that come from slower community-based design processes, and how can AI replace this without losing important ecological knowledge? That's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Sekar, for your great question. Yeah. Okay, last question maybe
from another question from Ruang Studio, Bu Novia. Okay. First, thank you for having me here as the audience of posing question. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zawa, and I'm a student from Urban and Regional Planning Department of Diponegoro University, and I have three questions here, two for Professor Chun and one for Professor Rina. First, I want to ask Professor Chun, how has AI been applied in China to address urban challenges such as flooding, transportation, and traffic congestion, and other issues? And additionally, we've been knew that China has done so much about AI, and I want to know what role has government policy played in supporting the implementation of AI in sustainable urban design in China, and what lesson could us Indonesia learn, considering that in Indonesia the use of AI is sometimes still perceived negatively in certain aspects. And last question for Professor Rina, it's related to our study area in Tegal Regency. With the increasing of conversion agricultural land in industrial and residential areas in Tegal Regency, how can ecological principle be integrated to ensure that development does not disrupt environmental balance beyond merely providing the 30% green open space as mandated by government regulations? Maybe just that for me. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Zawa. Maybe I will give resume for the question from Mbak Sekar and Mbak Zawa. Mbak Sekar asked about how to input ecological balance used with AI. And then Mbak Zawa have two questions, yeah, for Prof. Chun. How AI work for flooding or other issue in China? How to government engage with their policy to support AI, and how Indonesia can learn from China about the AI urban design? And for Prof. Rina, Mbak Zahwa asked about what is the regulation or a policy for government in Tegal? Tegal city is in maybe in Central Java, Prof. Chun, Prof. Rina, Central Java near Cirebon city. Yeah, I hope Prof. Chun knows, yeah, the city of Tegal, yeah. How to what is collaborate regulation for Tegal study, Tegal city case studies to make maybe sustainable urban planning and design. Okay, maybe Prof. Rina or Prof. Chun first can answer the question. Maybe Prof. Chun. Okay, Prof.
Okay. I just explain. The first, can I? Hello. I just the answer first is okay.
Okay, is it okay, Prof?
Yeah. Okay, and maybe China is nowadays there are many the way to adopt AI, because it's China, because before China development is kind of to the manufacturer, but it's a manufacturer, and then just so many the country from the US or Western country invest to the factory to make some product. But it's nowadays labor, the salaries increase. So many the factory to the move to the Vietnam or Thailand, or some of us go to Indonesia. So now it's the China is they want the government to invest so much money to AI because they think it's very important kind of advanced technology to because they fight the United States, and they want is they high technology to adopt. It's very important their national strategy. So they even though they just try to the AI's transportation, they try some Wuhan, because there are very some big cities. Wuhan, maybe you have heard that. This Wuhan is the coronavirus to make this area. Wuhan now is kind of a unmanned the car. So it's the automatically AI to use the driver. No need driver. So they already some area adopt. So maybe it's in China, maybe more 10 years later, maybe most of 30% and 40% the car is kind of taxi to the no driver. So this is their strategy. It's one of. So automatically it's the transportation to the AI to the, because they use so many they have some aeronautics and very development. So it's there have a satellite. There are so many satellites, and they have some in the urban area map. So they very easy to GPS to the to car and move to that, and they have so many the two AI to control. So in the very basic things is to some taxi no driver kind of is one of strategy. Also there have some the subway. It's also no subway is already don't have the driver and everything to control to the AI to control. Yeah, and kind of transportation to adopt the AI the ability. So even though some the and I heard it in hospital they also collaboration to AI because it's the in doctor they can let some prescription to the medicine because they have some the patient the symptom the analysis and they get some suggestion the your what kind of disease and give some prescription and give some the medicine to the patient. But it's nowadays so many the medicine doctor to collaboration the AI. AI also gives some suggestion because AI they have many database kind of paper and very easy to analysis to some give several options the suggestion. So even the urban area we can have some for example we have so many analysis, right? For example, climate analysis or climate change, or for example, is they are anticipate into the AI the analysis, and they can maybe maybe tomorrow what kind of the weather or next month what kind of weather. They exactly the to use AI to the analysis. So that kind of things to many things to replace the AI. So maybe and we should prepare. Maybe it's Indonesia also they have so developed agriculture, but nowadays smart agriculture they have a very famous in China. Smart agriculture is kind of a plant factory because the urban area also they have some the the plant factory, smart farm. The smart farm, they are everything LED to the control, to the even though they don't have the sunshine, the LED to the growing, and also nutrition to the kind of their water. They everything circulation to the AI to control how much temperature, how much humidity. So it's in the future, maybe it's in Indonesia, agriculture is important. So they should adopt smart agriculture in to urban area, even though because it's a rural area, the agriculture maybe their transportation fee is high. So it's maybe the urban area also have a smart agriculture, and then they can adapt to the kind of the food from smart the agriculture. So this is very also everything the AI to use. So in the future, maybe in Indonesia also maybe they adopt many things to the AI to the develop. But this is problem is everything replace AI, but it's like human being in maybe don't have a job in the future. Maybe some rich person is okay because they have a rich person is capital make more capital, and the rich person more rich. The poor people is gonna be more poor. So in the future, this is a problem. So even though we are so everything replace and AI and robotics in the future, but maybe people is getting difficult get a job in the future. So we should use the ability to what AI cannot do that. This is we can develop ourselves. This is very important to for education in university. So this is our also is our very difficult things. So I don't know how can do that in the prepare for the future to student. So this is very important issue. So also I just research how can teach, how can what they student develop kind of things. Yeah, this is my opinion. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Prof, for a great answer. Yeah, I think in Indonesia we have a challenge about how to implement AI for our open planning. Yeah, I think it is about the cyber security, right? Yeah, because in our country, I think it is like cyber security, data safety, personal information, and also about the social information. I think it is like information, and I think the cyber security is key important for make AI and smart data. Yeah. Because smart data is such input like this, yeah, Prof. Chun, for make AI technology for our urban planning. Yeah, and then maybe for Prof. Rina, you can answer about the Tegal city case studies, maybe, Ibu.
Okay, thank you, Novia. Maybe I want to ask answer the from Sekar and Sahwa ya. I think urban design must keep pace with advance in AI and AI technology, as Prof. Chun clearly explained. And we need to minimize environmental change, consider the landscape, and use renewable energy to support industry. Perhaps we should learn more about smart agriculture, like the Prof. Chun explained. Yeah. Environmentally conscious policies include establishing an ideal percentage of green open space, reducing carbon emission with strict regulation for waste management that impact air, water, and soil. I think so, Bu Novia.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Prof. Rina. Yeah, how to make in Tegal city, yeah, such as case studies. Maybe it is case studies for our student subject, yeah, urban and regional planning studios, right? In Tegal, yeah. Yeah, I think it is have many challenges to make AI in there. I think in Semarang is one of have a project about the smart city, right? Except Jakarta and Surabaya, yeah. But I think the challenge is how to what is it? Make a smart data, yeah, driven by AI or some technologies. I think it is very difficult for us to make it because maybe it has a lot of cost, maybe, and we think it is expensive, but we not consider about a function, yeah, in the future, yeah. But I think it is very challenged in Indonesia how to implement AI to our urban design and planning. Okay, I think the time is show almost 3 p.m. So we have to close our ILS today. But before we closing the ILS, I will give some conclusion for our discussion today, either from Prof. Chun and from Prof. Rina. From today's to insightful lecture, we can draw an important synthesis, yeah. From Prof. Chun, he showed us how China's can give what is it more AI technology and more give perspective about how sustainable urban design is not only about preserving ecological balance, but also about how embracing innovation to create cities that are more attractive and efficient and livable. And from Prof. Rina, she complement this perspective by grounding us in the ecological and human-centered dimension of urban design. Prof. Rina remind us that sustainable cities must be lively, safe and healthy, also resilient, and it is shaped not only by infrastructure but also by cultural identity, social interaction, and ecological balance. Uh, Prof. Rina emphasizes upon on workability, compact design, and the integration of local wisdom reinforce the idea that sustainability is ultimately about people and the place they inhabit. Together, this perspective highlight that sustainable urban design requires a multi-dimensional approach, combining smart technologies, strong policy frameworks, ecological principle, and human-centered design. The path forward is not about choosing between growth and environment, but about integrating them to create cities that are resilient, inclusive, and livable for future generation. Okay, give applause for Prof. Chun and Prof. Rima about this, our ILS today. Yeah, thank you very much for great opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, with this insight, let us take inspiration to reflect on our own cities such as Semarang and continue working towards urban futures that balance innovation with ecology and development with humanity. Thank you once again, Prof. Chun and Prof. Rina for their valuable contribution, and thank you to all participants for your active engagement in today's international lecture series. Maybe the time I will pick to MC to give a closing event and maybe take a picture together. So Prof. Chun and Prof. Rima, stay tuned in here. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Bu Novia, for moderating the main session. And also thank you, Prof. Chun and Prof. Rina, for such an inspiring and fruitful discussion we have here today. So before we close this event, we would like to express our highest gratitude for the support from the honorable guest lecturer today. We greatly appreciate your time to be here with us this afternoon. And I would like to remind again for all participants, don't forget to fill out the attendance form through the link that has been shared. And for documentation purpose, I invite all participants to open the camera and we will have a photo session. Okay, maybe I will wait until everyone is ready first. Okay, maybe offline participant also can get ready.
Okay, we are ready, Mbak.
Yeah, I will take a screenshot from here. Okay, I'll count 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it's already done. Thank you very much. And finally, this event is about to come to very end. I hope you found the presentation today informative and helpful. And I represented the ILS team. Hope that this event will bring inspiration and a positive impact for all of us. For those who would like to hear again this international lecture series, please kindly check our YouTube channel at PWK Undip TV Official. Please forgive us for our shortcomings. We look forward to seeing you in the next international lecture series. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you, good afternoon, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Thank you, Prof. Rina. See you, Prof.
Thank you. Yeah, see you.
See you. Ya, untuk adik-adik mahasiswa stay tune dulu ya. Ya, sedikit pengumuman. Mungkin